On this week's episode of For Real Friday, I want to talk about cash buyers and why someone paying cash gets very little special treatment in my world. I had a scenario come up this past month where a listing had multiple offers, and I received a call from an agent saying they had a cash buyer, and basically you could tell that agent was expecting me to give his clients preferred treatment. When their offer came in, it was the second lowest offer and it was under asking. They got no special treatment. What they need to understand is whether you pay cash for a house or use a mortgage lender, when a house closes, a seller literally has no idea how the funding came in for that mortgage. It isn't like if someone is a cash buyer, they walk over to your house, throw hundreds of thousands of dollars on your floor, and then they own your house. No. They bring it to their lawyer, and then the seller's lawyer does what it would do with allotting the funds, registering title, etc., regardless of how the funds come in from either cash or a bank. It all lands in the seller's lawyer's bank account the exact same way. There is, of course, always the perk in knowing that this person doesn't have to worry about an appraisal or qualifying with a bank. So if you get in a situation where you have two of the exact same offers, the logical choice would be to go with the cash buyer. But if your house is listed at $800,000 and a cash buyer will give you $810,000, or a person who has a pre-approval with BMO will give you $850,000, no one in their right mind should go with the cash buyer. The closing process is the exact same, and the sellers receive their funds via a check out of their lawyer's trust account. In my opinion, there's no financial reward to a buyer paying cash. In an offer situation, something like conditions usually has a price tag associated with it. Like if you get an offer with no conditions, you would likely take less money from a conditionless offer than you would with one that is conditional. But cash versus someone getting a mortgage, there is not a discounted price tag on that in my opinion. I've never had someone who was financially qualified and had a pre-approval with a bank not close. So the risk around a typical buyer versus a cash buyer is quite low. So the next time you hear someone talk about cash buyers, just know, especially if you're the seller, the money from a cash buyer or the bank is essentially the same thing by the time it lands in your bank account.